Gone are the days we buy the lie. We try to pretend we're doing fine, but we're not right. We're not right.
Last night, once all the girls from MIT came back after the big meeting, we all kind of sat down, and we talked a little bit. Well, we actually talked for like over an hour and just got to know each other. And I'm staying with Donna and Chica and Kat and Sydney, I think are all their names. And Kenya. Kenya's really nice and sweet. And we just had a good time sharing with each other. And we prayed a little bit for each other. And then at like 1 o'clock in the morning, we're like, okay, we need to go to bed. And we're all getting in bed, and there's a knock on the door. And we're all like, oh my gosh, someone's knocking on the door. What do we do? What do we do? And we looked, and there was nobody there. And they opened the door, and there were these letters in our door. And the boys from MIT, they came with about 30 people. The boys wrote us all letters, and like, they haven't even met me. I guess they just know who I am because of my roommates. They're all from there, but they wrote me a letter too. It was really encouraging, and just saying they were praying for me and were proud of me for coming, even though I'm the only girl. And that was just really cool that God can, that even though they've never even met me, that you can care for somebody and just be praying for them. And that was really encouraging and sweet and nice. So I wrote them a letter back today. It was so cute. Well, I just got back from my first afternoon of preaching on the beach. And I mean, it was interesting. It was kind of a challenge because you're supposed to go to your university and like split off into little groups, and like they're all boys. So I quick made friends with some girl from Ohio State, and she and another guy were going out, so I went with them. It wasn't really what I expected. Like we only talked to 2 girls for like 45 minutes, half hour. Just like, I don't know, it's hard to get spiritual conversations started because I don't want to like go and be like, oh, you need Jesus, and just, I don't know, I'm just not sure what to talk to people about, to get it started. Plus it was weird. I don't know, I think tomorrow I just want to go with a girl and not with a guy, just because it's easier for me to talk to girls without that around to distract me or them or whatever. Plus I think girls just are more emotionally vulnerable with other women, so we'll see how tomorrow goes, I guess. I mean, it's a little bit discouraging maybe that it's not more dramatic like what we're doing on the beach, but God doesn't always work in big dramatic ways. Like, not everything comes all at once. This morning in our talk, we talked at the big crew meeting, he talked about, our speaker, he like showed us this scale, and talked about how a lot of people aren't gonna just be ready at that stage. Like, there's a lot of times we're just moving them a step closer, and that's our job. And it's just, I have to keep it in perspective that I'm not here to just walk up to everybody and just assume that everybody's in that place where they're ready to accept Christ. It's just really good to keep that in perspective, and really to just rely on God to use me, and even if it's not in the way that I think is, the way to be used, but just to be open and willing to talk to people and listen. Our speaker emphasized listening today, kind of like to ask questions and then actually listen, because I just want to show people what Jesus was like, and Jesus cared, and Jesus listens, and I want to do that for these people here on the beach. So, met some nice people from Ohio State. That's who I walked around with, and after the meeting tonight, I might meet up with some of them and just get to know them. It is the end of this first full day. Yeah, it's Monday. And I'm feeling kind of discouraged. Like, it's 9:10 and I'm back in my villa and I am all alone again. And I have this really, really bad headache that I have had all afternoon. I don't know if I'm dehydrated from all this wonderful sunshine or what. I don't know. I just feel really lonely, and discouraged. And I don't know what to do about that. Like, there's a lie in my head that says good Christians don't get discouraged, you know? Like, they always have that got it together thing. Well, then if that's what a good Christian is, then I'm screwed, because that's definitely not how I am a lot of times. So I guess it's just something I'm learning, that these things happen, and good Christians don't really exist, because none of us are good, and we're constantly battling things, and just constantly, I'm just tonight battling being discouraged, and I don't know. I mean, I have 3 hours until I normally go to bed, so it's like the world's longest quiet time. You could learn a lot in that time. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I have tonight.
Step out to the light, show my